Why BigBear.ai could be the next Palantir. Let's take a serious look at BigBear.ai because under the surface, this company is making moves that could reshape the future of defense and artificial intelligence. If you've been searching for a ground floor opportunity, this might just be it. Let's start with A Industrial Partners, the ones pulling the strings behind the curtain. AE Industrial isn't your typical private equity firm. They're former military, engineers, government insiders. They focus exclusively on aerospace, defense, and national security, and they don't just invest in companies for a quick profit. They build them. They scale them. They embed them into the very heart of defense infrastructure. And right now, they've made BigBear.ai a priority. They own a controlling stake, which means they're not just writing checks. They're directing the long-term strategy. That means access to Department of Defense contracts. That means introductions to key decision-makers in Washington. That means guidance from people who understand how to get AI tools certified, trusted, and deployed at scale. A Industrial is doing the groundwork behind the scenes, and BigBear is the one they're betting on. If you've ever wondered how some companies go from unknown to essential in just a few years, this is how it happens. Now let's talk about Boeing, not a sponsor, not an investor, but a partner. Boeing is one of the largest and most respected aerospace and defense contractors in the world. They don't just try new technologies. They rely on what works to keep systems running across fighter jets, satellites, and battlefield logistics. And guess whose software they're using to optimize operations? BigBear.ai. Their AI is already embedded into Boeing's logistics and sustainment ecosystem, helping predict equipment failures, optimizing supply chains, and cutting downtime on critical systems. That kind of real-world use is rare for younger A companies. Most is still pitching pilots. BigBear is already deployed. This tells investors one important thing: the tech works, and it's trusted at the highest levels. When a company like Boeing trusts your AI with their defense operations, that's not just a product win. That's a signal to the entire industry that you read the real deal. They're builders, the kind of firm that invests in long-term infrastructure, energy, and yes, next-generation AI companies eat global impact. And then there's Pantheon. Pantheon is a global institutional investor managing over $80 billion. They're not Wall Street gamblers. Pantheon co-led the $200 million PIPE deal that took BigBear.ai public in 2021. But here's what makes that special. They didn't invest at the peak of AI hype. They're building battlefield intelligence, autonomous logistics, and mission-critical decision platforms. They invested in the foundation when it was early, risky, and unproven. That shows conviction. They believe BigBear will become part of the essential AI backbone of the U.S., a system relied on for intelligence, battlefield readiness, and critical decision-making. And in 2025, that vision is starting to take shape. Pantheon saw what others miss, that BigBear isn't building another chatbot. So what does all this mean for you, the retail investor trying to make sense of where to place your bet? It means BigBear isn't a meme stock. It's not just riding the AI wave. It's being positioned by insiders, by the military-industrial complex, by smart money to lead in one of the most powerful and fast-growing sectors of the next decade. Here's what we're talking about. Real AI deployment in defense systems, active partnerships with Boeing and defense contractors, deep government relationships via A Industrial O. Long-term institutional support from Pantheon, a product that's already operational in critical environments. That combination is extremely rare, and it's exactly how early-stage giants are born. By 2030, BigBear could realistically become a $30 to $50 billion market cap company. Not based on hype, but because they're solving real problems for clients who have trillion-dollar defense budgets. This is what Palantir looked like before it became a household name. And if BigBear continues on this path, they could be even more specialized, more agile, and just as essential. So if you missed Palantir in 2020, don't miss this. BigBear.ai is quietly becoming one of the most important AI companies in the defense world. And as the world continues to invest in military modernization, autonomous systems, and AI-powered decision-making, Big Bear could be the brain behind it all.